massive illegal invasion was just foiled by Israeli border security. Let's check out the footage showing how another deadly attack may have just been stopped. While the world remains fixated on the Iran war as well as Israel's war with Hezbollah in Lebanon, a lot of people have forgotten about the issues surrounding the West Bank and Gaza. And for many people, even if others don't realize, the memories of October the 7th are still very fresh, especially in the minds of Israelis. Now, just a few days ago, a massive border invasion was foiled, the likes of which very quickly reminded people of the October 7th atrocities. Now, before we check out this wild footage, could I please remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? It's entirely free, and all you have to do is click on the subscribe button below the video. If you would like to enjoy some additional perks and support the channel, you can do so by becoming a Power Club member. All you have to do is click on the join button below. Now let's get into this. So there are actually 3 different posts we need to check out in order to understand the full scale of this massive illegal operation. Now here we see how Israeli border security officials were actually able to apprehend a garbage truck at the Samaria border crossing, and that is from the West Bank leading into Israel. Now let's watch the footage. You will not believe what they found. Check that out. Check how many people are packed into that garbage truck. Unbelievable. Now, just for context, reports have surfaced saying that over 60 Palestinians were actually found in this garbage truck attempting to be smuggled into Israel. I mean, just think about that. If the Israeli police weren't as sharp as they are, and they didn't decide to lift the back compactor of the garbage truck, they would have never known this. And all of these people would have managed to get smuggled into Israel. So here is another video of the arrests that were being made at the garbage truck. I'll just translate the Hebrew for you. Okay, saying great, here are a whole bunch of suspects, and there's a lot more inside within the garbage truck. Now, there are 2 possible realities at stake here. On one hand, these more than 60 Palestinian migrants could have just been coming into Israel for work. After all, salaries are a lot better than in the West Bank, and a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of Arabs like to live in Israel, and they actually prefer it to Arab countries because they do get a higher standard of living. But on the ugly side of the coin is the fact that this could have even led to, is that these people could have been highly dangerous, and that this kind of an invasion could have led to another October 7th style attack. Now, a lot of people might think that this is an over-exaggeration, but in the next 2 posts directly from the Israel police, you'll see exactly why I say this and why this kind of a threat should be considered with the utmost seriousness. So a few days ago, the Israeli police announced that they made a huge bust, and it was actually weapons smuggling bust. Now, unfortunately, the translation feature here won't work. So I'm just going to have to read it. Any Israelis who are watching this, if I do make any mistakes, please let me know in the comment section below. But as I read, okay, okay, so it's explaining that soldiers from the Israeli border security in the south have actually managed to seize 10 drones that were used to attempt to smuggle M16 rifles into the country. And these drones were coming from the West Bank into Israel. So if we expand this, we see quite a number of photos. So there's, of course, the officers carrying what they found. There's one of the drones. And then, of course, if we take a look here, I mean, look how many M16 rifles were found and magazines. And then, of course, if we take a look at these boxes, we can't see, but it looks like ammo. We can see from the open box that those are definitely rifle casings. So there you have it. Not only do you have people who are attempting to breach the border, but you even have people who are taking drones and using them to basically airdrop rifles and ammunition from the West Bank in Israel, and one can only imagine what they were planning. But unfortunately, there's still one more crazy video I have to show you. So for this specific video from Israeli police, the translation feature did work, and it explains how Yamam South fighters and Kiryat Gat station police officers arrested about 25 illegal residents, 2 of whom are wanted for Shin Bet investigations. So just for context, the Shin Bet is basically Israel's FBI. It's the internal intelligence agency. When we're talking about Kiryat Gat and Yamam South, that's referring specifically to the southern region of Israel, and there is pretty easy access from the West Bank to southern Israel for those who do make it across the border. So without further ado, let's take a look at this video, and I'll translate as we go. So this is an officer getting out of his border security vehicle.
Okay.
Waqif is stop in Arabic. Okay, so never mind. If you guys took a look there, it was pretty self-explanatory. I don't even have to translate. He was literally describing what was going on. So as you can see, here are the suspects that have been caught under a tree. And yeah, basically they've been apprehended. Let's check out the rest of the video. Okay, so he's telling them, everybody, please get next to the vehicle on the ground, obviously so they can arrest them and tie them up as they have. So as you can see, while many people, as I explained, are so fixated on the broader region, a lot don't realize how Israel is facing massive illegal problems, and not just illegals, but potential terrorist activity on an almost daily basis. We still see how there are so many extremists from the West Bank who are attempting to enter into Israel and commit violent acts, much like the October 7th acts from Gaza, which is, of course, on the opposite end of the country. And so when people complain about Israeli checkpoints and how they are not allowing freedom of movement from the West Bank into Israel, well, I have 2 important responses to this. First of all, people are complaining and saying there needs to be a 2-state solution. Now, if you want that, you have to acknowledge that the West Bank, or specifically the Palestinian portion, is not a part of Israel, and so border security is needed. As is the case with any other bordering country, a border wall is standard, it's normal, you've got to keep out illegals, and of course you need to have checkpoints so that you can vet the people who are coming into your country. Furthermore, as you've seen from the videos that we've checked out, there's a massive danger, and a domestic danger, that is being imposed on Israel. Ultimately, Israel needs its border security, and it needs to remain vigilant and cannot let its guard down for a second. Well done to the Israeli border police for doing a remarkable job. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more content. And also, let me know in the comment section below, do you enjoy this kind of content and would you like more of it? Curious to hear your thoughts. Until next time, I'm Matthew Cohen, and this is the Power Pod.